Hallo Freunde von musikmachen.de, der Robin hier im wunderschönen Bonn und neben mir sitzt Samu von Sunrise Avenue. Hey Samu.
Hello, hello.
Thank you so much for taking time for being here.
Hey, absolutely. You know, we're hanging out anyways with the guys and playing guitar and enjoying the German summer, obviously.
Yeah.
Just raining a bit.
Yeah. So, you guys are now a band for more than 10 years.
Yeah.
In all the time you've been doing music together, you've been playing together, what was the most impressive, the most beautiful moment you had in your time with that band?
I think I would have to name like top 50 or something because there's been a lot of nice moments, of course. But I remember the first show outside Finland, 2006, I guess it was in Berlin, called Club Magnet.
Magnet Club.
Yeah, very small, 200 people or something.
Very nice club.
And I was there like watching behind the curtains, like when people came in and they actually bought the ticket, 12 euros or something. Yeah. I was really wondering, and they're really paying for the tickets. And some people from some other country are coming to our show, and it was really, really weird. Then I was thinking like, okay, this is what Bon Jovi must feel like.
Yeah, and now it's 10 years later and it went huge. It's really nice, right?
It's cool. I mean, there's been ups and downs, but the journey has been definitely worth taking, and happy to be here again. Summer is in a way the best time of the year if you have a lot of shows. Yeah. And this week we have 3 festivals again, and driving around with the tour bus and enjoying Sommerzeit.
Sehr schön. Did you ever thought of breaking the whole thing up with Sunrise Avenue? Can you remember a point where you were close to break it all down, or?
You mean like when we've been on the road with the guys or something?
Yeah, in general. Like, was there a time when it was hard?
Well, of course, in a way. I mean, you have problems and stuff, but I mean, you would be pretty stupid if you have a big fight with the guys or whatever, or things don't go like you've been planning. If you just break the thing up, I mean, you have to live the ups and the downs in the thing like this, like in anything, in a relationship or a job or a band or whatever.
So did you ever imagine when you started the band that it would become that big, that you would be a professional musician? In the end you just need to make music, even if it's a lot of work, of course. But could you ever really imagine it when it started?
Of course you have the rock and roll dream. I mean, I think a lot of bands have it. I mean, that's one of the fuels that keep you going, when it's rainy day and nobody comes to your shows in the beginning or whatever. But I don't know. It's like, of course you have the dream in a way, but did I really believe that it would happen this big? I don't know, but let's say I'm really happy that it did.
Yeah, of course. And if you compare the shows you played in the past, like the smaller show in the Magnet Club, and now you got these huge venues you play, what would you prefer to play in general?
I think the coolest thing about Sunrise Avenue is that we get to play like, the big arenas we play, and huge festivals and stuff, but also we play really small places still, like, on tour we did this year, there was like for example, Paris was probably 500 people or something, so it's really, really packed. And also we do this in Finland and also in Germany sometimes, and I think that keeps it pretty fresh, I think it's pretty boring for U2 and Bon Jovi. They only play stadiums. For Foo Fighters, no, it's not boring, but I mean, it's always...
But the Foo Fighters play in garage.
I heard, yeah. Actually, I saw one of their shows in Helsinki for 700 people as well. So
sweet.
But that's nice. I mean, it's different, of course, and you're closer to the people and stuff. But as long as we get to play together, I think we'll be happy to play anywhere.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So now you are on tour right now. Is an album planned? Are you still writing songs for an upcoming album?
We always write songs and we always make music. I mean, it's not something that you quit doing when the album is done and then you start in 12 months. You always write songs, and we have a lot of, like, I would say 5 to 8 songs for the next album, but that's gonna come out earliest next year, somewhere September or something. I don't know. It's like now it's time to enjoy the work that we've been doing, like the hard work we did in studio, and just tour and tour and tour, and I think we'll be on the road until the end of next summer.
So you prefer being on tour than being for weeks or months in the studio and writing? Or
no, I think it's cool to do both of them again. I mean, we've been in studio already now, but I mean, it's nice that you don't have a deadline or nobody's, breathing behind your neck like, guys, you have to make, new songs or you have to write hits and blah, blah, blah. Now just enjoy the ride and relax, just do your thing, and maybe around January, February we're gonna have a meeting with the record companies and publishers and see what we have and how much time we think it would take to put another 12, 14 songs together.
Okay.
But that's, we'll think about that later.
All right. So how do you handle the expectation of your fans when you're writing an album? Are there persons that are really important to you while writing songs that you need to get feedback from before?
No, not really. I mean,
Something comes
we
up?
work as a band. It would be pretty hard if I would be a solo artist, all alone with the project. But we got the band members, we have the crew, and of course we got the mixing engineers and stuff. And I don't want to really play the songs too much to people outside the core that are making music. Because if you play a track to 100 people, you get 100 opinions, then you don't know where to go to. Just play the music to people and you see if they start, jamming it, or if they have like goosebumps or whatever, and if they like it or not. And especially at this stage, now it's just time to enjoy the writing process and enjoy the trip, and then probably have the meeting next spring whether it's good enough, to be released.
And how do you write songs when you're telling that everybody's into the songwriting process? How can I imagine that? Do you meet in a rehearsal room? And
No. I do it on the sofa. That's like, or somewhere
on acoustic guitar.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's how real songs are. That's how I do it anyway. Or sometimes I go somewhere like, even Hollywood Hills or somewhere like far away to find new inspirations or whatever. But and then usually I go to a producer or then to the guys, or now we just played some new ideas today on stage and just like, yeah, that could work. And let's see about it later on. But we're not a band writing songs really. It's like, because that's really hard. Then you have somebody has to have the idea, and then you start from that, and
Yeah. Okay.
But it's always depends on the song, of course.
All right. So the last question: did you ever have a vocal coach?
Yep, sure.
You still have it?
But I don't use her that much. I mean, she's a former opera singer, but she, we went through a lot of good things, like how to save your voice if you do like 5-6 shows a week with all the traveling and not getting all the sleep and stuff. And also like a little bit of techniques and stuff. But it's good to check it, that you're not doing anything wrong, because that would like really overload your throat. And it's still a very small muscle you're doing the work with.
Especially when you're on tune, you need to play every day, right?
Yeah, true. Almost, but it's good for even, especially the earlier you do it, the better it is, because then you don't start learning how to do it wrong in the beginning. But greetings to Päivi Buden, to Finland. Thanks for all the help.
All right. So thank you so much for taking time.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to the show and to see you maybe someday again.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hoch 5.
Oh, High five. Okay.
Ja.
Vielen Dank. Das war der Robin für musikmachen.de. Auf Wiedersehen und Grüße aus Bonn. Bye.